I'm gonna fucking sell the Charger. I'm gonna fucking sell the Trackhawk. I'm not gonna have shit to do with Livernois because the tune was fucked up.
Supercharged, 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 supercharged.
What's up, Dream Chasers? What's up, Wrench Gang? Kevin Van Voris, back with another video for you guys on this gloomy Thursday afternoon. So, this is the video that most people who've been staying up with the channel lately, the past week or so, have been waiting for. So, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm giving you a little background real quick, so hang tight, give me like 2 minutes to explain. But I went to the Modern Street Hemi Shootout last weekend in Acco, New Jersey. So, the reason I was going there was to put down a new personal best, get a low 9, maybe with a little bit of luck an 8.99, maybe, right? So, why go to New Jersey to do this? How did your car get there? Let me answer those questions real quick. Why go to New Jersey? Well, it was the last race of this Hemi shootout, so it's only Hemis, so Demons and Red Eyes and Hellcats and everything that has a Hemi in it races there, right? Big race. Leon Epling, fastest Hellcat in the world, was there. Fucking awesome to see. But the DA, density altitude, is why people go there in November. What is density altitude? Well, Billy, let me tell you what density altitude is. If you have a turbocharger or a supercharger, it's more on superchargers, but any forced induction, even on NA cars, it matters a little bit, but it makes your car way faster, especially when you come from high altitude, like where I'm at. Amarillo, Texas, we're at 3,500 feet on a good day, like today, which is not a good racing day. The DA is like 4,500. In New Jersey, on Saturday morning, it was negative 1,800. Just to give you an example, okay? My car makes 950 rear wheel horsepower here. If we put ice in my ice box, it'd probably make 970, maybe 980, right? So, in New Jersey, my car was making probably 1050, maybe 1060, maybe even 1070. That's 1,050 horsepower to the wheels, okay? So I just wanted to preface this a little bit. So Livernois called me about 2 weeks ago and said, hey, if we get your car to New Jersey, will you go? And I said, God damn it, when the fuck are we going? Okay? For me, I don't have that many opportunities to run a personal best, right? Because after I run a personal best, my next one, I want to start getting into racing, like actually racing. So I want to start actually racing people, not just go for personal best. But I do want to do it one more time, and the one time I had scheduled is in January in Houston, where I blew my motor last year. The DA is negative 12, negative 1,300, really good DA. The track is awesome. So when they told me there's another opportunity where I could possibly get a low 9, maybe a high 8, maybe if I cross my fingers and tuck my sack back, I could run a high 8. So I said, cool. What do you need from me? Ship us your drag pack and buy some new tires for the rear. Done. So total that was like close to 800 bucks with shipping and the new tires. No big deal. No big deal. It's for the cause, right? So I bought a plane ticket, bought a rental car. I bought the plane ticket the week of, and it was like 650 bucks. It was expensive as shit. Rental car, 180 bucks. Gas and food and all this other shit. I probably spent over $2,000. But it didn't matter because to me, it was all worth it. Or it was supposed to be worth it. Now, I met some awesome YouTubers. I met RT Life in person. I met East Coast Jeep SRT in person. Driveway Demons in person. I met Red Eye Racing. You know, I met a bunch of people. Some people who have social media accounts, some people who don't. Some people who just watch my channel, and that's fucking awesome. And I'm not saying the weekend was a complete waste, because if I said that, then hanging out with all of you would have been a complete waste, and it wasn't. It was awesome being able to get to see and meet a lot of you guys. I had a great time. But that's not the reason I went to New Jersey. the reason I went to New Jersey was to, well, put up a new best. And I was under the impression that that's what the goal was. So I show up Friday, car's not running right. As far as like shift points, my car's hooking like a motherfucker without even trying. Saturday morning, they said they're gonna fix it. Friday night, I'm a little aggravated. I've put that video up of Saturday morning. Get to the track, same shit, 3 times or 2 more times. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go log it. Andy from Livernois was like, it's just the transmission, that's it. And I was like, I mean, is that really it? Is that it? Fuck, I came all the way here and then the car doesn't run right? Like, is that not something you tested before? You know, so I'm starting having all these questions. So I take my laptop, Red Eye Racing, who's an awesome guy. You're an awesome guy. I appreciate you. Fucking awesome. He's like, hey, let me go ask my tuner if he'll take a look at it. I'm not going to say who looked at it because in the later part of the story, you're going to understand why. So, me, it's like cheating, right? I'm like, fuck, do I take my laptop? But I'm like, my car's not running right. I just want some insight. Livernois, Dan and Andy are at SEMA. They're on their way to SEMA, so they're hard as fuck to get a hold of. I understand that. I run a business. It fucking happens to me. I get it. But, well, I'll explain later. So, anyways, I take it over to the tuner. He looks at it. I'm like, how bad is the tune? He's like, it's not bad. He's like, but your engine's knocking, it's running lean, and it's not making boost. I'm like, and he's like, that's just a few things. I'm like, what? Excuse me? Because in my head, I'm like, fuck, did Livernois even tune it correctly? So then I get really pissed off. And I filmed some shit and I didn't even fucking post it. I mean, I'm not going to post it. I've already deleted it because I was angry. But in my head, I'm like, oh my God, is my engine fucked up again? Did they even tune it? Do I need to get a new tuner? What the fuck's going on? My head's going fucking 40 different directions. Sunday, we travel back to Amarillo, Texas. I'm livid. Livid as fuck. I feel embarrassed because I said I was going to do something. I didn't even fucking do it. My car didn't show up. And I know it's not my fault. I'm not the tuner. But it's embarrassing. And I'm not saying I'm a huge social media guy. I'm not. I'm a very small fish in a big pond. But I do have a small following. So, you know, when I get up to the line to drag race and there's fucking 25 people with their cameras out and my car doesn't perform, it's embarrassing. It's like trying to have sex with your girl and your dick won't get hard. Hasn't happened to me yet. If it's happened to you, I feel fucking bad for you. But that's kind of what it felt like. And I was embarrassed. I like felt sick to my stomach, and it was a hard feeling to explain. I tried talking to Rachel about it. She doesn't understand. And so instead of calling Dan and Andy and fucking bitching them out and saying some shit that I probably would regret saying, what I did is Sunday night I started working on it. Sunday night I wrote this professional email. I finished it up on Monday. I sent it out. I immediately, within 5 minutes, hear back from Dan. He shoots me a text that I got your email. I understand you're upset. Can I call you tomorrow? Absolutely, Dan. That'd be great. Calls me Tuesday night after SEMA and says, hey man, I apologize. Is there any way I can talk to you tomorrow? I don't have enough time tonight. No problem. Absolutely. Thank you for talking to me like that, Dan. It's fucking professional. Livernois' customer service is fantastic. Their communication isn't great. They know that. But their customer service is fantastic. And I really appreciate Dan for doing that. Calls me Wednesday. I talked to him for about 30 minutes. I explained to him why I was frustrated. I spent all this money. My car wasn't ready. And he's like, I get it. I would be pissed off too. He's like, you know, I wish I could tell you your car's gonna run perfect every time. And he's like, we tested your car. We thought the transmission would be good. Me and him talked about the transmission. It was good, but it was hanging on by a thread. And I said, I know. I was planning on doing something later, but I was hoping that I'd get away with it, you know, past January, because it was still working. It's not like it was slipping. So I was under the impression the transmission was fine, at least for the next 2 times I would run it, because I wasn't driving around town or anything. I was just going to show up, drag race it a couple times. That's it. And then figure out the next step. Build it, do a turbo 400, fuck, I don't know, whatever, right? So Anyways, talk to Dan. I say, I'm talking to him, everything's going good. And I say, well, just to let you know, I took my laptop and I logged my car 4 times. Once down the drag strip and then a couple times driving around New Jersey. And I took it to another tuner because every other tuner there was there except you guys and Kurt Dusterhoff. Those were the only 2 tuners there. Everyone else was there. Tim Barth was there, HHP, Hemi Tuner Performance. And I'm not going to say which tuner I took it to, okay? The only person who knows is Red Eye Racing and Marvin, and that's it. So I told him exactly what Blank told me. I said, hey, Blank told me that my car was knocking, it wasn't making boost, and it was running lean, and basically was trying to fix itself, and the transmission was trying to do one thing, and the engine was trying to do another thing, and going like this. And he said, excuse me? Who the fuck said that? And I said, Blank told me, and he's like, you know, that's fucking bullshit. The tune was perfect, the tune was on point, your car was good to go. He's like, I hate when shops do that, and they try and I'm like, Dan, I don't know anything. Like, I was just trying to get some insight. I don't know how to look at a tune. You could fucking tell me all this shit on the laptop and I'm like, okay. I don't know anything about fuel trims, timing, any of that stuff. I don't, okay? So all I know is I bought HP tuners, I bought a laptop. That way I can log it, I can send it to you guys, right? That's the whole plan of me buying it. So he gets pretty frustrated. Anyways, we talk it out, figure out what the next plan is, which I'll tell you. He calls that tuner and said, so you said that his tune was, you know, knocking, whatever, blah, blah, blah. That tuner fucking told him that he never said any of that. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, Marvin was literally standing right there. He told me what was going on. That's part of the reason I was so pissed off, is because I thought in my head, fuck, the tune's fucked up. I don't fucking know, right? So this whole time I'm thinking, before I talk to Dan, I'm like, I'm gonna fucking sell the Charger, I'm gonna fucking sell the Trackhawk, I'm not gonna have shit to do with Livernois because the tune was fucked up, and blah, 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 blah. And then I talked to Dan, and he's like, you can send me your logs. He's like, I'll go over them with you. He's like, I'll call Blank, and we'll go over the tunes together, and we'll see where he thought that the tune was bad. And I was like, wow, that's some pretty hardcore shit. So, with that being said, sorry it's been long, but it's a lot of juice, you know what I mean? So, with that being said, what is my next step with my car? Well, I'm going to text Dan tonight, and I'm going to tell him that I want to put a stock, barely used, or brand new transmission with a Demon torque converter. Why do I want to do that? There's 2 reasons. There's no difference between a Hellcat Red Eye, a Hellcat, and a Demon transmission. Okay, the only difference is the torque converter. There are Red Eyes and there are Demons running 8s on a stock transmission. I'm not going to be driving my car very much because it's winter time, obviously. So my thought is, instead of building a transmission, which built transmissions for Hellcats, it's still not 100%. You've got some people who swear by them. You've got some people who've gone through 3 or 4 of them and won't ever fucking do it again. The other option is going with a race transmission like my brother, a Turbo 400. The only problem is, that's $10,000, and I do not have 10 grand to just throw at my Charger. A stock transmission I should be able to find for about $3,000 to $4,000. I can get a brand new one for $4,300 through EMP, brand new, and then get a Demon torque converter. That's $900. And what I'm thinking is, my transmission in my Hellcat lasted 15,000 miles with me street racing it, drag racing it, and roll racing it at the drag strip. I mean, a lot of racing has gone down in that car. So my thinking is, if I'm not going to drive it very much and just race it, a stock transmission with a Demon torque converter should last at least till next summer, when I figure out what my next plan is with this car. As some of you guys know, I might want to go single turbo, and if I'm going single turbo, then I'm going to do a Turbo 400 or something like that, right? That's going to be the end goal with this car. Is my car ever going to be as fast as my brother's? No, because my car weighs more. But it would be fun to be able to at least go with my brother to races and race in different classes. You know, I haven't had my car for almost 11 months, and I want it back. So, if any of you guys know of any stock Hellcat, Demon, or Red Eye transmissions that are new or barely used, like 1,000, maybe 2,000 miles, please, 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 please let me know in the comments below. Or email me at kevinvanvoris@gmail.com or DM me. Okay, I'm looking for a stock Hellcat, Red Eye, Demon transmission. And if any of you have a unused Demon torque converter, please let me know. I have about 7 weeks to find a transmission and a Demon torque converter. So I figure I would ask you guys first before I go out and buy one, a brand new one. Now, my transmission, what I'm gonna do with my stock transmission is keep it. And then what I'm gonna do is, say something happens to the new transmission, then what I'll do is I'll build the other transmission. If the other transmission works, then I will just sell it to somebody who can use it for one of their builds. But if any of you guys have any leads on anything, I'd really appreciate it. Maybe somebody has one they want to donate. That'd be fucking awesome. I don't know. But anyways, everything is good with Livernois. We're gonna be perfectly fine. It's not their fault by any means. Dan did apologize for not being there. He knows he needed to be there, and let me turn this light on. He knows he needed to be there, and you know, it was frustrating not having him there, because if him or Andy would have been there, at least they could have talked to me while this whole thing was going on. You know, Colin and Dave were there. Colin is one of their shop guys. Dave is the guy who ships the cars. And it's nothing against them. They just, you know, they didn't know anything about what was really going on. I mean, they shipped the car there. Colin was going to drive the Red Eye. I was going to drive the Charger. And that was going to be that. So there's nothing wrong with Livernois. Livernois is fantastic. Livernois is great. I'm still working with them. And I told Dan that I said, I genuinely like Livernois. I like what you guys do. I like your innovations. I haven't had any issues with you guys. You know, we've had some small stuff with the Charger as far as like blowing the motor. But besides this last week, and I haven't really had any issues. My Trackhawk runs great. I'm driving it now. I drive it every fucking day. It runs perfect. It's on pump gas now. I can switch to 85 when I want. It's great. So the Hellcat is going to be fixed. We're going to get it going. And I want to get it fixed by January, before January, so that way we can go and see if we can get a fucking 899 pass, or just even a 9.1, maybe a 9.0 something, and I'll be fucking happy as can be. Because guess what? My car is still on fucking airbags, it's still full weight, all that stuff, right? So that's the plan. If any of you guys have any hookups on anything, please let me know. I'm going to ask Dan if they have any hookups on anything on stock transmission. I don't know. But that's my plan. And I just want to give you guys an update. I'm sorry this is a long video, but there's a lot going on. And just, you got to trust your tuner, man. That's what it comes down to. And I trust Livernois. And I know some of you guys are like, you need to switch fucking tuners. And I'm going to tell you, until they do me wrong, because I was totally ready for Dan to tell me to fuck off. And I was going to be like, you know what, I'm finding a new fucking tuner. I was literally, had my mind set I was going to sell the Charger and the Trackhawk, because I thought the conversation was going to go totally different. But Dan is fantastic, Livernois is great, and I'm still going to use them. If something happens in the future, then yes, I will switch. But as of right now, I'm still very loyal to them. Again, they haven't done me wrong. Yes, it sucked that I wasted 20 some odd, you know, $2,000, because that could have paid for half of a new transmission. But you know what? Fuck it. It happens. Anyways, thank you guys for watching today's video. I'm sorry it's long, but there's a lot going on. Again, if any of you guys have any hookups on anything, please let me know. I would really, 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 really appreciate it. Anyways, you guys have a fantastic night. I'm gonna go back to work. I'll see you guys for tomorrow's video. Take it easy. I'm out this bitch.